Brent Kirby's J-45, which we've done some work on in the past, is back in the shop for something of a makeover. I've already done a few things to it. There were fractures between the bridge pins on 3 of the string holes, and so those fractures have been filled and glued so that the bridge is solid once again. And then we needed to do a complete refret. It was time, and so we removed the old frets, put on new ones, and it's good to go. But we have one last thing to do, which is repair a crack and a fractured brace that broke thanks to an impact on the back of the guitar here. So the brace is in a really tough location. It's way down at the base of the guitar here on back. So although I can reach it from the inside, clamping it can be a challenge. So what I've done is taken I'm reaching inside the guitar, you can't see that right now. Taken a rare earth magnet and another rare earth magnet on the inside. So when they're attached, they're lined up perfectly. So I'm going to take one rare earth magnet and put it inside against the back, and now I've got my other rare earth magnet on the outside, and as I slide this forward, it's going to stop. It doesn't want to move any further. That tells me I'm up against the brace, so I don't have to do any kind of complicated measurements here. That rare earth magnet tells me where the brace is. So now that I've located my brace with my rare earth magnet, which is still attached on the inside, I know the brace is right here. So the strategy for repair is to get glue from the inside using a syringe into the separated and fractured brace, and it needs to be clamped. And that's part of the problem with having a brace way the heck down here on the inside of the back of the guitar. So I've taken some guitar string and I've inserted a length of it into a pin drill, and I'm going to drill a hole right through the back. It's going to be near invisible, and it's going to go right through the brace to the inside of the guitar while the glue dries. So the first step is to drill that hole, and I'm going to drill it in one of the dark areas of grain here so that it will be invisible once the repair is done. And this just takes time and patience. Drill the hole right through the end of the brace, right where it's broken and fractured, and I'm threading in this guitar string through that hole, and I'll bring it out the sound hole and then attach a piece of brass to the end of this that will brace it against the glued brace. Hole was drilled through the brace and wire was inserted through inside. So now I am going to have threaded the wire through this winch clamp that I made. It's a variation of something I've seen before, except I like to make it out of acrylic so I can see what's going on underneath the clamp, and I also like to use a locking tuner so that I don't have to spend a lot of time threading the wire. So now what it is, I'm tightening this wire which passes through to that piece of brass that's gone through the brace on the other side, and this will bring that brace, which I've got glue in between the top and the back, and that is going to clamp it in place while the glue dries, and it gives a nice even distribution of pressure the brace on the inside against the back. Now I've got one other thing I'm going to do here. This crack is with the grain on this lovely old mahogany, so I'm going to put a cleat right here at the end of the crack to keep it from spreading any further. I'm going to do basically the same approach as I just explained with this, so there's no need to spend any more airtime showing you how I do that. Boy, Brent sure has a winner in this guitar. Everybody loves this old J-45, and it's great playing. So did a complete refret. It was time. Needed a shim and then recut the nut because the new frets were high enough from the old worn down old frets that without doing the nut work, the strings would have just buzzed like crazy. And then repaired the cracks between the bridge pins, and then finally did the repair on the back crack, where we spent a little time showing you how to reach and access a very hard to reach loose and cracked brace. Anyway, this goes back to Brent this evening, and hope he likes it as much as I do. This is a great guitar. So I'm going to play out, and we'll see you down the road. Keep on picking. Take my way, the highway, that's the best.